Hey, what is up, everybody? It is the next day. I went and stayed at a Little America hotel, I guess. Not a motel, but a hotel. Yeah, I stayed there up in Cheyenne, Wyoming. It was a pretty nice stay. I highly recommend going there and checking it out and staying there if you haven't before. Great experience, great room. Anyway, great shower. I am on a very windy road right now. I'm on I-70. I left Cheyenne. It was supposed to be pretty good up in that area, but I was looking at the storms, and it was about an hour and a half life. It just blew up and then dissipated, kind of like a Phoenix pulse storm. It looked a little more promising down in Colorado, and yesterday Colorado had numerous severe storm warnings. I think it was probably about 5 of them or so. So it got pretty intense down in Colorado, and it was nothing up in Wyoming when it was supposed to be epic up in Wyoming. So as it usually goes, I'm switching, going to Colorado today instead of Wyoming, so it's going to be epic up in Wyoming and not in Colorado. But Wyoming is going on right now. Can't really see it. I mean, I can see a little bit of the leftovers of the storm, leaving a little trail. But yeah, it's probably 30-mile-an-hour winds right now on this, and it's a side wind, so it's gusty, blowing me all over the place. But I'm going basically north of Lyman. I don't remember the name of the town. It was like Benson or something. Lyman is on I-70, and I'm cutting up here in just a moment, 3 miles. Ooh. To take some side roads and head up to I-76. Just because it looks like it's going to get going a little better, like in between those two, so I want to be a little bit in front of it if I can, and hopefully get a picture of something. I'm not really expecting a tornado. I've always got my fingers crossed, but you know, that's just kind of been the pattern lately, is definitely no significant tornadoes, and if it is a tornado, it's just right in the mid-range of a dust devil. Nothing big, no big deal. I guess all tornadoes can be a big deal, but yeah, so yesterday was very uneventful. I did get a lightning shot, but hopefully today will be a little bit better, and hopefully I get a little bit more than just lightning. We will see. So for right now, I have about 1 hour to go till I hit the area I want to be in. If it does fire up a little bit early, there is a storm south of here, and that's the southern storm, and I'm going to hit the one that's above that if I can, and also if it turns into a linear system, or if they stay separate, that second storm, the one that's firing up right now, is still going to be alive, and I'll be able to get that. All I have to do is stop. So chances are fairly good with this. It's not, the whole day is not looking very promising. It's supposed to be fairly epic, and we will see. We'll see how that turns out. So I'm going to go ahead and get over to the spot, and we will see. All right, see you then. Okay, so I am taking you off the dashboard here, and come along with me. Now I'm going to put this dead cat definitely to the test here, because fairly breezy. Actually not too bad right now, but definitely the trucks and stuff are blowing all over the road. But I just wanted to show you real quick kind of what I'm chasing here. I'm going to spin it around. Alright, so now if you can see that cloud right there, kind of goes into this one right here. That's one of the first storms. And then if you look all the way in the back, right there is a second storm. And they're kind of blowing up a little bit in a line. So yeah, these storms are kind of blowing up in a line going all the way up into Nebraska. So yeah, this probably isn't going to be the only ones, but I'm trying to get in front of those. I still got to go east quite a bit, and I'm going to try to get in front of those and see what I can get. there should be more storms firing like directly in front of me. There's these. Kind of over there in that area. So, and they go north from there. But I'm going to try to just get a little more over and get in front of those. But just wanted to show you real quick what I was looking at. That's it, it's windy. I'm hopping back in. Whew. Windy. All right. Okay, so I see some storms that are starting to fire a little bit west of me here. It looks like it's lining up just about with what the models were saying. So, yeah, I'm just going to run a little bit west. It's maybe 20 miles or so. And they look pretty good. They're starting to explode. Nice cumulus, good convection, all that good stuff. So I'm going to sit on these and see if anything develops. I'm going to keep an eye out east as well, see if anything develops out there. But this might be what was predicted from last night, within about 20 miles. So that's pretty good for the HER model. Let's just see if it looks as good as it does on the predictions. Yeah, I'll let you take a look real quick. Yeah, so it's a little bit difficult looking into the sun. I got an idea. I'm going to try to shade it with the roof of the car. It's basically right over the top of the semi right now. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit hard to see, but I'm going to go ahead and run on over there and see if anything develops. So I'll be right back with you guys. Just realized that my battery's kind of low. Got a couple cars coming by. I'm going to kind of show you what I'm looking at though. The storms I kind of chased down here. I'm going to sit right where I'm at and see if hopefully something develops. Just wanted to show you guys. Pretty much right underneath it, but working on it. Actually, while this looks really good, little scud cloud looked like a funnel. Yeah, so if I'm going to be in this area, I need to learn the area real quick. So I'm going to jump on Google Maps, see what's out there, see what the road system is out here, and decide if I'm going to stay, or then I'm going to decide if I'm going to stay or go find a place a little bit closer. I'm pretty much on it though, so I'm in a pretty good position, but this might not be a good place. So not expecting anything tornadic out of it, but maybe some good pictures. I've been snapping a few pictures right now. It's just a pretty mean looking cloud. There's not much of a mezzo to it, no rotation. It's still growing. It's drinking its milk, and might get a shelf cloud or something out of one of these. I don't know yet, but as right now, it's just a nice storm. Once again, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the maps. Get out of here, fly. Wow, it actually went out the window. Yeah, just check out my situation. So I'll be back in a little bit. So yes, indeed, this goes all the way through, and right in the middle of about 15 or 20 miles, it's got a crossroad. So, yeah, so I've got options on this road. Just play it safe, you know, you never know. So I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit, see how the storm develops, and go from there. Looks like it's getting a little bit lower. I don't know, it's kind of joining up with the one north of it and south of it, so. That's the one north. That's the one I've been sitting on. That's the one south. And they're all kind of joining together. I don't know if that's going to be good or bad. It's definitely going to go linear for sure, which I completely expected. which makes it kind of hard to chase, but I wait. Windy. There we go, that should be better. All right, time to get in gear. Okay, so it's probably getting a little bit darker to see me. I'm gonna have to break out the light here eventually. Sorry about the bells. Anyway, I was looking around trying to get ahead of the storm, and just not too far away, it's meeting up with the storm that was north of here. That storm north of here has a TVS on it, which is a tornado vortex signature, and all that basically means is there is rotation from one of the radar stations. The one I was looking at from down south didn't really have it. I couldn't see that, and I didn't even get a chance to look at the stations north out of Wyoming or anything like that. But I am heading in that direction regardless, because that's enough for me to hit it to the floor. So yeah, I'm gonna head over there. It's basically in that direction right there, and I'll see you when I get a little bit closer. It looks like there's some rain involved. It's one thing that was nice about the storms that I was on, is it was basically rain free. So it's going to be a little bit it's going to be a little bit of it's going to be a little bit of precipitation in this one, but I will take it, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Hey, you never know. But I'm going. I'm on it. I'm on it. And just like that, it's basically nothing. It went from a tornado vortex signature, a TVS, down to a mesocyclone, down to a storm cell, down to a little dot in a matter of 10-15 minutes. So I don't know, it could have been a bad reading from the radars or something, but either way, it's looking pretty good up here, so I'm going to keep heading up in this direction and see if it produces anything. It's dropping some lightning, which is nice. So I still head in that direction. So I'm not positive, and there's still remnants in the air, but I think I just saw a land spout. Type of tornado, coming off of almost what seems to be an inflow jet, but really kind of hard to tell. I broke out my 200 millimeter and got a couple pictures of it. Now I'm driving right towards it, but it's dissipating quickly. Yeah, you're probably not even going to be able to see it. But I pulled over real quick and tried to get a picture. We'll see. I don't know. I might have to edit it. It was a long ways away. But yeah, it looks like there's even still some dust on the ground, pretty close to the ground. So if that's the case, yeah, that was totally exciting. That was cool. Just popped out of nowhere. So anyway, I continue on. So I got that. I think it is a land spout tornado. So if that's the case, that's the very first one in my life. I haven't gotten a confirmation on it yet, but I want to get some professional opinions on it. I think it looks like it. Right now, I'm not very far from one of the storms a little bit north that I was talking about earlier. It's got some rotation, and it is severe warned as well. So it does have a little bit of rotation to it. I'm getting a lot of side wind coming off that storm right now, but it's still a few miles ahead of me and a little bit off to the right. So I'm gonna see if I can catch up to it, see if I can capitalize on that, huh? That would be nice. It's hard to pay attention to everything, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Yeah, right now I'm looking at some Amadas clouds with a rainbow. It's pretty cool. The rainbow's really faint. It's just barely peeking through. but that's kind of where the rotation is as well. So as far as I know, the Mamadas clouds are on the back side of the severe part of it, so it might be a little bit embedded into the storm as far as the rotation goes. But it is a pretty sweet view right now. Yes, it is. Nice to have a little ways to go to be able to catch up to it. Yeah, that's actually behind it because it's at an angle. It's not right out my window for the rotating part. Just wanted to share that real quick. I don't know if I'm gonna get a picture of it or not. If I pull off of this main highway here, I'll probably snap a shot and do the best I can with it. Not so much for a foreground, but I really doubt that the rainbow's still gonna be there. Just like a little nub of a rainbow. Pretty cool though. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but there's all kinds of rotation going on up in these clouds. And I'm starting to get just a little bit of hail, so I got to keep an eye on that. Alright, so I'm going to get the background of some Mamadas clouds. Beautiful. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I'm going to consider that confirmed. My first tornado. Freaking awesome. It's not super awesome, but it is a tornado and it is my first. So, yeah, totally stoked about that. I just did a pano here. Back over there, lots of lightning drop. Ooh, I'm gonna have to switch games here and get my lightning setup out. It's dropping all over the place. Nice cloud to ground, so keeps getting my attention. It's bright. So yeah, I threw it up on Twitter and got some meteorologist and a photographer from Nat Geo to retweet it. Colorado resident, so awesome. Yeah, maybe this all kind of paid off. I would like a nice cyclonic tornado from a rotating storm cloud, but I'll take that. I got some supercells and stuff like that, so I guess trip's not a total loss. I'm gonna have to find a good spot for a sunset Mamada shot, because the sun is almost down. It's going to start hitting color on there. And lightning time. A good day. All right, so I'm doing the red light thing. Doesn't mess with my eyes so much, but it's bright. These two LEDs are like, pow. Anyway, yeah, I tried getting some lightning shots. I didn't get too much. Got a couple sunset pictures with the Mamanas clouds and whatnot. I just pulled into a gas station. I'm going to get a drink. I'm going to fill up the tank, top it off. I got just under 3/4 of a tank. But the other side of that storm just went severe, and it had another tornado vortex signature, which is not there anymore. So I don't know if I'm going to chase that one down. It's about an hour. 9:50. Yeah, it's about an hour away. So a lot happens in an hour. Tomorrow I'm planning on probably heading down to Texas. That's pretty much where I started this whole thing, New Mexico and then Lubbock, Texas. So I'm going to be going back to Lubbock. I don't know if I'm going to go chase the storm down. Probably not at this point, but I'm going to keep an eye on it because I'm going that direction anyway. And I'm just going to go ahead and drive as far as I can, pretty much south, and try to get down to Lubbock by tomorrow afternoon at least. We'll see what this storm does, though. It's a pretty mean storm. It's not a mesocyclone, but hopefully Texas will have some of those. So anyway, I'm going to run in, grab something to drink, top off the tanks, and see where I'm going. Oh, I'm looking at this. Trying to figure it out. All right, so just looked over everything, and looks like I'm heading to Texas. So that's going to be my night. I'm going to drive down as far as I can, camp out, and I will see you guys in the morning. All right, see ya.